This girl said Dakota is a cheater and claimed she would be the new face of the PFL.
I mean, she's the face of PFL. If I take out the face of PFL, am I the face of PFL now?
100%, that would be a banger. You know, they both like to stand. Tyler, I mean, you know, she likes to make it a fight. So, I mean, yeah, Dakota would have to try and keep her distance. That would be a very, very good fight.
Well, let's talk about your opponent real quick, and then I know you got to get out of here. Mr. Inaba, what kind of problems does she pose for you?
None.
None? You don't see anything on the plate?
I feel like one thing I will say is these girls are going to be most dangerous now because they have nothing to lose. Like, they're coming to take everything I have. You know, I won the tournament last year. Inaba, Sumiko, she's 8-1, I think. She's no more, like, she knows what she's doing. She was with Bellator before PFL, so she's been around, she's experienced, and I know that she's going to come and give everything she's got, but she's no problem for me.
But what she didn't know is what Dakota was about to do to her inside the cage.
Crashing in again. Oh, beautiful knee. Oh, the clinch is really working for Ditcheva. She gets the turn, and then the knee finds its way to the face of Sumiko Inaba, and an elbow from Dakota.
Inaba can't take a lot of those knees. There's that dip to the body that we were talking about earlier from the left hand of Dakota.
You are watching Boxing Planet, and in this video, we will talk and see about the most hyped match of the year, Dakota Ditcheva versus Sumiko Inaba. Two undefeated warriors stepped into the cage with everything on the line. We'll break down the fight highlights, explore the intense buildup, and finally reveal who came out on top in this explosive showdown. So, without wasting any more time, let's get into the match and find out exactly how it all went down between Dakota and Sumiko. Dakota Ditcheva and Sumiko Inaba faced off on July 19th, 2025 in Cape Town, South Africa at PFL Champions Series 2. Round 1. From the opening bell, the intensity was palpable. Inaba came out aggressive, trying to assert herself with pressure and movement, but Ditcheva immediately responded with precise range management, using front kicks to the face to keep Inaba at bay. One of the early front kicks landed cleanly, snapping Inaba's head back and giving a taste of Ditcheva's striking accuracy. Inaba attempted to close the distance and clinch, but every time she did, Ditcheva punished her with brutal knees and sharp elbows. At one point in the first round, Inaba went for a takedown, but Ditcheva expertly reversed the position and began landing heavy shots from the clinch, backing Inaba to the cage. The first round ended with Ditcheva clearly in control, her striking far more effective and her defense shutting down nearly all of Inaba's offense. The second round saw more of the same, but with even more urgency from Ditcheva. She opened the round with another clean front kick and continued to dominate in the clinch. Her elbows were sharp, slicing through Inaba's guard, and her knees to the body were relentless. Around the halfway mark of the round, Ditcheva appeared to injure her left hand and signaled it to her corner, but she didn't let up. Instead of backing off, she adjusted her strategy by throwing more kicks, right hands, and elbows. Even with one compromised hand, Ditcheva landed over 170 total strikes throughout the fight. Inaba tried to rally, throwing counterpunches and shooting for takedowns, but Ditcheva's takedown defense was flawless. She stuffed every attempt and continued to land at will from mid and close range. The third round showcased Ditcheva's heart and adaptability. She switched stances, used spinning kicks, and fired leg kicks to keep Inaba guessing. Inaba was visibly swollen and exhausted, but she refused to go down, absorbing everything Ditcheva threw with incredible toughness. Near the end of the round, Ditcheva let out a visible expression of pain from her injured hand, but still threw a flurry of strikes to close out the fight strong. It was clear she wanted to finish, but Inaba's chin and determination kept her on her feet. The final bell rang at 5 o'clock of round 3, and everyone in the arena knew who had won. All three judges scored the fight 30-27 in favor of Dakota Ditcheva. Despite her dominant win, Ditcheva looked emotional in the cage, acknowledging the pain in her hand and the toll the fight took. Yet she also smiled, knowing she had just extended her undefeated record to 15-0 and continued her journey to the top of the PFL flyweight division.
Yeah, I think I've injured my left arm, but I think I'm just more gutted because I've been out for so long and then I've come back and I'm injured again, but I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. Thank you so much.
After the fight, she confirmed she had signed a new contract extension with PFL and was looking ahead to face the winner of the upcoming Liz Carmouche versus Gina Bishop fight scheduled for August 15th.
Holyfield, I know you have to heal up, but when you come back, what are you looking forward to?
I mean, I have just re-signed with PFL. We've come to a great agreement, and I'm going to look forward to the next few years together. So hopefully we can carry on bringing crowds like this, because you guys really set a standard. So congratulations, guys.
Dangerous Dakota Ditcheva fans, let her know how you feel.
The win not only proved Ditcheva's dominance, but also her ability to stay composed and tactical under pressure, even while dealing with an injury mid-fight. This match was a clear reminder that Dakota Ditcheva is one of the most complete and dangerous fighters in women's MMA today.
Click below to subscribe and watch more MMA content.
Now, let's take a look at one of Dakota's other incredible matches. On November 1st, 2016, she faced the experienced British fighter Emma Bragg. Emma walked in confident, but she didn't realize Dakota's true power. Most people don't know Dakota much at that time, as it was still early in her career matches. That night, Dakota's knockout proved why she's unstoppable. Round 1. The opening bell rang, and both fighters stepped forward with intent. Emma Bragg, the more experienced British fighter, tried to use her composure and technique to control the pace.
So Ditcheva straight on the counter. Emma Bragg pulling her into the clinch, trying to stick those knees in.
Good turn by Dakota.
Dakota Ditcheva, still early in her career, looked calm but dangerous, circling with light footwork and keeping her eyes locked on her opponent. Emma opened with body kicks and punches, testing Dakota's guard, but Dakota's speed immediately stood out. She landed a sharp jab-cross combination that snapped Emma's head back and brought the crowd to life. Bragg tried to clinch to slow the pace, but Dakota punished her with hard knees to the body. The power difference was clear, and as Emma released the clinch, Dakota poured on a flurry of punches. A clean shot sent Emma down to the canvas. She got up quickly, showing heart, but Dakota wasn't finished. Moments later, another heavy strike dropped her again, and Emma barely managed to finish the round.
Come back to the corner, Daz Morris telling her the hands above the head, try and get some air into the lungs.
That's a long time to be, you got 1 minute 35 seconds.
Round 2. As the second round began, it was obvious Dakota had all the momentum. Emma tried to show resilience, throwing a few punches and a body kick, but Dakota closed the distance fast. A stiff right hand forced Emma backward, and Dakota followed with relentless pressure. Emma looked to clinch once more, but Dakota's knees were brutal. Then came the decisive moment, a perfectly timed knee to the ribs that sent Emma crumpling to the floor in pain. The referee stepped in and waved off the fight, giving Dakota a dominant TKO victory. It was one of her most impressive early performances, proving that even against experienced fighters, Dakota's speed, power, and finishing ability made her a dangerous force from the very start of her career. Dakota Ditcheva continues to prove why she's one of the most dangerous rising stars in MMA. No matter what her opponents say before the fight, she always delivers inside the cage with power, speed, and precision. Every time she steps into the spotlight, fans witness a fighter who refuses to be underestimated and always leaves a statement behind. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to keep up with more unbelievable moments from Dakota and other fighters shaking up the MMA world, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for what's coming next.
What am I going to do in the next 16 years? What's the best thing I can do? Get ready to meet God.